Alright guys, we're going to talk really quickly. So there's two methods to do inverses. There's the algebraic method, which I'll show you, right? Y, you let it equals y, you interchange x and y, and then you solve for y and put the inverse stuff back. And the other way is the operational method. So I'm going to just write down PEMDAS. So the P in PEMDAS stands for your parentheses, and then the E stands for exponents. So when we deal with this, I want you guys to think as your E is either you're dealing with power or a root. And MD is when you multiply or divide, and AS is when you add or subtract. Okay, so that should be your notes on this one. We're going to set it up. I'm going to do the operational method over here. So when I have a fraction, it's like we're timesing by the top, and then we got to divide by the bottom. So when I set myself up, operation inverse, my first operation, when I look at this, multiplying comes before division, so I've got to multiply by 1. And then I divide by 4, and then I add 2. So reverse, inverse operation, reverse order. So 3 comes first, so I minus 2, times by a 4, and then I divide by a 1. So setting myself up. Inverse notation. Start with an x. First thing I need to do, I need a minus 2. I need to times it, but that 4, this 4 has to go to both the minus 2 and the x. So I'm going to use parentheses to build that. So that 4 now goes to the x, and that 4 goes to the negative 2, and then I need to divide it by 1. Anything divided by 1 is the same thing, so I don't necessarily need to show it. So if I was setting myself up algebraically, would be how it looks. Switching stuff. Switch x and y. I have to solve for my y value now. So I'm going to minus 2 from both sides. So I get x minus 2 is equal to 1 for y. I want to get rid of the 4, so I'm going to times both sides by the value of 4. So I put that in parentheses. That goes away. So I get 4x minus 2 is equal to 1y. I could leave it like that. I could divide it by the 1 if I wanted to. I will end up with the same equation on both sides.